My name is Wayne Dixon and I visit schools around Slough, Windsor and Maidenhead, and I work for a charity called Christian Connections in Schools. In today's assembly, we're going to be looking at a story that Jesus told. It's about forgiveness, the parable of the lost son. This story can be found in the Bible in Luke chapter 15, verses 11 to 24. So, in this story that Jesus told, it was about a father with his two sons, an older one and a younger one. The younger son went up to his dad and says, "Dad, when you die, I'm going to inherit loads of money. So, can I have it now?" If I went up to my mum and said, "Mum, when you die, I might inherit some money. Can I have that now?" She would not be impressed. She would say, "Wayne, you mustn't talk to your mother like that. So the younger son got his share of the property. So he said, "Bye Dad, bye older brother," and off he went. He arrived at a far country and he's looking around and he's thinking, freedom, independence, do my own thing. Initially, things are great, and he's out partying every night. So, at first, things are just brilliant, loads of money. And when he's in this new area, he makes loads of friends, hangers-on. On one occasion, he's at a party and he says, "The drinks are on me!" Things are just going brilliantly, but then things change. The money runs out. The hangers-on, they've gone. He's now in a far country. No friends, no family, no food, no familiarity. At this point, he thinks something is just not right. He starts to think to himself, maybe, just maybe, I've made a big mistake. Now, in this story, famine hits town. No food. We might not be able to appreciate what that really is like. He needs to get a job. He gets a job. It's not the best job. He's looking after pigs. Oink! He's so desperate for food. He's even thinking of eating the food that the pigs were having. The pig food. No one gave him anything. This is the lowest part of the story. He thinks if he was at home, there would be food, friends, family, familiarity. He then decides to go home. But there's one niggling fear. What happens if I go home, I say sorry, and my dad says, "Get lost"? He starts his journey home, looking down, frustrated. Whilst he's still a long way from home, his dad has been out there looking, hoping, believing, praying that his son would return home. And then we have an amazing bit of the story when the father and the son embrace. The important thing is, the son said sorry. "Father, I have sinned against heaven and against you. I am no longer worthy to be called your son." But here's a key bit. The son said sorry. "I'm sorry, Dad. I brought shame on the family, etc., etc." And he waits. Is he going to get a clip round the ear off? Is he going to be grounded, sent to his room? No. The father is so pleased that he throws a big party. The young man in this story is a bit like me, and maybe a bit like you. When sometimes we do our own thing. We think we know best. And the father in the story is a picture of what God is like. Loving, forgiving, trusting, believing. I'm going to leave you with a final thought. This story is about forgiveness. I wonder what our world would be like if everybody could forgive just like the Father in this story. Thanks very much for listening. I hope you'll have a really good day.